Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers Showcase video. In today's video we're looking at something rather big, and that is the HullTec Fuel Station 2.0, which is this big thing right here. Now this is basically like a player hub for your friends and all your ships to come and land in, refuel their supplies and all that, repower, and just be a general meeting hub. I hope you appreciate the work I did with the replay tool, which is how all these ships are flying around and hopefully will dock successfully. And that's all the ships landed. Jolly good stuff. So if I press F10 and find the HullTec fuel station, this thing weighs in at 22,973 large blocks. So it's a fairly big showcase compared to what I've been doing quite recently. So let's start by going around the outside. Well, we've got this bloody great ship in the way, but this is the large docking pad for, well, a large ship to dock at. We've got some connectors which run along underneath there for you to connect up to, but sadly this ship does not have it. But it does have the ladder, or the stairs even, that connects direct to the ground for you to walk up, which is great. We have guns which go along the outside, along these oxygen generators with these interior pillars just being put in the middle for a bit of extra design. We even have a connector on the outside for a much smaller ship or perhaps a much larger ship to connect up to so it doesn't have to land on the dock. As we come across, we can see we've got plenty of large cargo containers underneath this station for you to store stuff in, or for you to fill up and let your friends take stuff out if they needed repairing, or they wanted to set up a base somewhere and just needed materials to steal. As we come around, we've got these lovely solar panels, all perfectly angled with a gun on the end. Now this is going to generate quite a fair bit of power, so you won't have to worry about running out anytime soon. But it goes along these little curved blocks with the interior blocks in the middle, just for some extra decoration, which is really nice. And then we come along to the small docking pad, so we get 6 of them, where a medium-ish ship can land. This is probably the best example of a ship that can fit on this pad, which is this one right here. It doesn't have any landing gear, or at least I think the landing gear fell off it when I was playing around with it earlier. But yes, that's about roughly the right size for one of these pads. And at the very end, we've got even more oxygen generators and a lot of hydrogen tanks. So if you have a hydrogen ship pull up and is in desperate need of fuel, you can easily refuel them with this. And of course, we've got some more Gatling guns just hidden around the outside so you can get rid of those pesky pirates or meteors that come too close. There isn't too much to be talking about on the outside. It's a nice design, good use of the different colours and the interior blocks and all that. It's great. We have the main body here where we can see 2 refineries sticking out the side there, which looks quite nice. It is a bit dodgy having them on the outside, but they do look nice. Then coming along, we've got a window where we can peer into the station, but we'll be going in there in just a minute. Then coming on the outside of this building where that bloody ship is in the way, some nice block work there. So the large ship gets a fancy doorway to go through, unlike the peasant mini docks going along the side. Yes, we've got some lovely detail with the curved blocks, the slope blocks, and on top, we've got an antenna, we've got some interior pillars with some red blinking lights, we've got a beacon, we've got a sensor, and 2 timer blocks on top. What do those time blocks do, you ask? Well, let me just take control of my character and fly over. Flying over the sensor will open up the hangar door and reveal to you the collectors. So if you needed to dump off, say, stone or any raw materials, you can just fly over this, poop them down, and it will collect up all nicely. Which is a nice way to actually protect it, because if you fly away, after a while, hopefully, it will close up. But anyway, let's go in through one of these docks. Let's go through dock number 3. We've got a lovely connector there for you to connect up to, and we can walk through. We've got LCD screens there telling you the pad number, and some arrows pointing you the direction to go into the station, but I'm not going to go there just yet. No, I want to go towards this staff-only door. Opening it up and going through, reach the other side where we can manually control the oxygen generators. So if you wanted to be evil and turn them off, that's how you do it. Oxygen farms, I do beg your pardon. I just call them generators because they generate oxygen. Yes, we just walk along here. It's a bit dodgy, There's not much you can do. It's the changing of the catwalks to the steel blocks. Yes, the auction farms all going around the outside, and we can come back through. Now we can walk through this lovely tunnel here with the lights going along towards the station and this blue colouring. It's a nice blue colour. Yes, we can just walk along here. And welcome to HullTec fuel station. Opening up the door, we got our double doors for the airlock. There we go. And now we are inside the station. Quite a lot going on here. We can see all the little gubbins of the connectors going everywhere to all the little docking pads and all that. We've got plenty of signs telling us everything that we can do. Gravity generator, of course, so we don't float away. And we've got the floor plan so we can see if any part of this station has become damaged and whatnot. So let's take a look around here. So we've got dock ships and dock ships. But none are docked because I haven't connected any of them up to the connectors. They've just been plopped down onto the station. We've got the check-in, info point and HullTec fuel station. So if you have a bunch of friends who want to RP, you can pretend you're, well, giving information to people basically. Over here we've got the planter, which is a good time to mention this does use the decoration DLC pack. So we do have our projector right in the middle there, our upside down cookers and all that, and the chairs, because there's no mods involved with this. But yes, we've got our projector right in the middle there. If you wanted to project something, you could do. Let's go and project that. Sure. Wherever that's being projected, I do not know, but let's just ignore that for now and find out later. Because our upside down kitchens, look at this. It's actually a pretty neat way of doing it. It looks like a computer terminal rather than an actual kitchen. I never thought of putting them upside down. It's rather neat actually. Behind us we've got another LCD screen with a floor plan and some more upside down kitchens. We've got the planters there. We've got our... Ooh, what is this? Is this an upcoming design? Ooh, that's rather nice. And then we've got this one over here. Ooh, there's some nice projections. We've got our chairs going, sitting there, so we can just sit there, stare out into the distance with this lovely Atlantis skybox. But where do we go from here? Ooh, we got the communication box, where we can, well, communicate with yourself, I guess. It's very echoey, so you just talk to it, and it will bounce back at you and pretend like you're talking to yourself or something like that. But where do we go from here? So it's a rather big station. Well, I say rather big station. It's fairly compact inside, but it is quite a homey little meeting hub if you wanted to do that on a server. Oh, should we go to landing pad 07, which is the big landing pad? Yep, that's all closed up. And here is this ship, which I've forgotten, but we can just walk up it and back into the station. Where do we go from here? We can either go up or we can go down. Let's go up first. So we've got a nice green arrow pointing directly up. I wonder what goodies are in store for us here. So we've got a cargo container. In fact, that's a good time to look in all the cargo containers here. Oh, hello there. We appear to have some missiles on here. And not much else. But we've got our beds to sleep on. Even more beds to sleep on. A sign there saying the access point for the cargo and a air vent to make sure you don't suffocate in here. Can we squeeze through here and take a sneaky look inside? No. They put glass there. Of course they put glass. Uh-oh. Help. Ah, there we go. So it's a nice small sleeping area for a good number of people to use. It's a shame there aren't NPCs in the game. That's something that I really miss in this. It's a very dead world where the space pirates, they could be NPCs that come and attack you, but they're just nothing. That's one thing I dislike about this game. Anyway, moving on, let's go down to the medical station and technical supplies. All the way down, here is our medical bay to heal up on and change your outfit. We've got a sign here telling us how much oxygen, how much hydrogen is being stored on the station. We've got our batteries, yes, lots and lots of batteries. In fact, now's a good time to actually check if there's any reactors. Yep, there is a large reactor and a emergency reactor. So we've got 2 reactors on, oh, it even says right there, I'm blind. Yes, we've got our emergency reactor on here, just in case the batteries stop working for whatever reason. Perhaps a sabotage attempt was done. We've got a button here, so we can toggle the emergency reactor on and off. And right next to us is the emergency reactor with... that's quite a lot of uranium in there. Maybe too much uranium in there. Something's up with this station. Yes, we got our cryopods for us to sleep in. So just sleep inside the cryopods all nicely. And what else do we have in here? Oh, another cargo access point. And we can go up another floor for even more cryopods. So you can put prisoners in here and just lock them in the cryopods and freeze them until hell freezes over. The assemblers and the H2O areas. So we have our assemblers all going along here. We've got a screen telling us the assembly A, B, and refinery A and B. So I presume these two right here will be the refineries, and plenty of assemblers to build whatever you need. And that's about it, I feel. We do have the reactor room for the large reactor, which is this thing right here, which contains 457 uranium. Which even states right there that this ship has got 2,000 uranium in it, because the emergency reactor seems to have rather a lot inside it. Moving around the outside, we've got our air vents to make sure this is all oxygen in here, and if I turn off the light, we do have a green glow in here thanks to the lights. And with that all said and done, I think we've done everything. So we can go up here. I believe I've covered everything anyway. We can just take a look through the staff area. Oh, let's go through this door. I haven't been in this door, so we've got another chair. What's on the chair? Nothing. And we've got the programmable blocks. So we have some programmable blocks. The one in the middle is the auto door and airlock system. This one appears to be empty, but if we click edit, we got the automatic LCD script in here. And we have this script right here, which I'm not too sure what it is, because nothing is telling me its name. So here is a script. And we've got the planter. We can view outside at the lovely skybox, our little oxygen farms, generators, whatever you want to call them these days. And yes, that is basically it. Oh, we do have LCD screens around here with how much ore is inside the ship. I don't like that. That's annoying me. That 10 is slightly off. Then we got the inventory of how much components is in the ship. We then have the cargo containers, wherever they are. We have the station status of the oxygen, hydrogen, uranium, and the ice. We have the docked ship, which we can see over there. And we have the defense systems, which can tell you if the guns are on and off, and how much ammunition and missiles are in the station. And last but not least, the power monitoring, where we can see how much power is being used and outputted by the reactors, solar panels, the batteries, and whatnot. And that is it. So the last thing I can actually think of doing on this station is putting warheads everywhere, because that never goes wrong. So here we go. Unfortunately, because the block limit is turned on, and because of those other ships, there's not much I could do in terms of warheads without reloading the game and losing all those ships everywhere. So I'm just going to detonate it. There we go. Good old particle effects. And there goes the station. The hangar door has somehow survived and is still in place. But let's see if I can budge that a little bit. There we go. Now it looks like I've been here. And I've somehow... Wait. The explosion has somehow caused this ship to take off and become sentient. Be gone, little ship. May we find out your adventures in another lifetime. And of course we have this ship over here which sort of got nudged, where we just push it along. Or not, it's a bit heavy. And one more set of warheads. I can only place I think 3 before I hit the block limit. Whenever they're ready, there we go. And launch the solar panels away from the station. Off they go on their merry adventure. I might come across them at one point. Might even land on the planets, although the planets are over in that direction. Don't tell them that. I'm sure they'll be happy knowing they're going to be rescued at some point. But anyway, this is the HullTec fuel station. A nice little hub for you and your friends to use as, say, a starting base, refueling station, or a repairing station, or if you just want to meet random people on a public server. So it'll be in the description below if you wish to download and try it yourself, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.